Gun control.
Yeah, today we're going to talk about the Second Amendment and gun control. It's been a big topic in the news lately since the shootings in Dayton, Ohio and El Paso, Texas.
Yeah, it's been a big problem. People are living in fear because of what happened. Those of you that don't know, which I'm sure most of you do, several people were shot at both those places by some crazy lunatics that thought they'd take out their hate upon innocent people. So,
I mean,
it's pretty interesting.
It seems like whenever we have one of these mass shootings, that us, the law-abiding citizens, the government wants to restrict my right, my constitutional right, that's spelt out in black and white, as Markeith Robinson said. They want to restrict my right to buy a firearm, you know, to protect myself from these loonies that go out and shoot innocent people.
Well, like, what do you think about, like, because Trump said video games and stuff were, like, the problem. What do you think about that? Do you think video games are an issue?
I mean, I used to play a lot of video games growing up, and I know that video games can affect someone psychologically. I mean, now we have virtual reality. I mean, if you've ever done it, it feels real. It feels like you're really in there and you lose sense of time. So yes, I believe there is some effect to that, but at the end of the day, it's still the individual's responsibility to know that it's just a game.
Yeah. I don't think it has any, like, direct correlation between video games. It might influence maybe a tiny bit in rage aggression, but probably more of the problem is, like, social media. People get often depressed and they feel alone and nobody wants to be their friend, and so they resort to this violence and attack people to get back at them almost. At least that's how it seems to me. I don't know if you share the same opinion.
Yeah, I believe the reason, like what you said, is people are acting out. They don't feel loved. There's something wrong psychologically with them.
Well, with society too, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, mental health here is the problem. It's not the guns. Guns don't kill people. It's the person behind them. And if guns weren't there, they're going to find another way, because lately there was just a mass stabbing in California where a dude with a knife killed 5 people and injured 4 more. With a knife. He didn't even have a gun.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, anything could use a weapon. We could, like, ban, like, pencils. We could consider that a weapon as well, right? So, like, we should just ban everything. I don't know.
What is the guy gonna do? Come up to me with the... I mean, how many times would he have to strike before he kills me? It's just ridiculous.
We just might as well ban everything, though. Like,
I know, and how about our cars?
Cars are more dangerous, yeah.
I know, you can crash into people and kill hundreds if there's a mass gathering of people. I mean, 9/11 with the terrorist attack, that was an airplane full of people crashed right into a building filled with hundreds of people. And I don't mean to sound apathetic to it. I'm really sad that that happened. But it goes to show you anything can be used as a weapon to kill someone else.
Yeah, it takes us back to the real issue, which is, like, your mental state and how people are raised. I know they're talking about in the news how people that commit mass shootings it's because they didn't have, like, a fatherhood figure in their life. And I feel like that's something really important too. You have someone that can help guide you, because without that, you're more likely to be unstable and have issues and commit a mass murder like we saw in Ohio and in Texas.
So I think instead of, like Barack Obama was talking about a gun reform, that's not the answer to the solution. The answer to the solution is mental health in America. Okay? Guns or no guns, people are going to kill people. Let's try to think of another solution that does not involve infringing upon the rights of law-abiding citizens. If I want a gun and I want to go to the gun range, I should be able to do that. Now, there's a concealed weapons permit that you have to get in order to carry a handgun, which you pay money and you go to a class and they teach you how to use a gun properly and safely. Now, if they implemented it for rifles and other firearms, I'm not opposed to that, because I think how we're going to solve most of these problems is educating people. Like, I mean, we're here religious, and one of our leaders said, you teach people correct principles and they will govern themselves.
That being said, do you think like AR-15, do you think that's like a necessary weapon for a regular person to have? I know a lot of like people on the left argue that citizens shouldn't have AR-15s. Do you think that? What do you think about that?
I think people have the right to own that weapon. I mean, a lot of people that are law-abiding have guns for sport. They'll go out to the range and shoot it. It's fun. Mm-hmm. And you know what? If the government were to be tyrannical and want absolute power, we the people need to defend our freedoms from a tyrannical government. The far left wants to take away our guns so they can control us. They don't want us to defend our freedoms. That's what this is all about.
Yeah, pushing the progressive agenda, right?
Yeah, socialism and communism. They want absolute power, which is...
more government control and less freedom for us, which is never a good thing, right?
Nope, and if it comes to that, there will be states that will secede from the Union.
Namely Texas.
Yep, and others.
Right.
But we need to dispel all these rumors about gun control this, gun control that. Well, you look at Switzerland. In Europe, every citizen owns a gun. And they all serve military. They all know. And they have one of the lowest homicide rates in the world. My brother lived there for 2 years, and one of the people that he knew real well had a RPG, a grenade launcher, and a fully automatic rifle in his home.
That's interesting. Do you think, like, because other countries, like, most of them, they even do that in Africa, they serve in the military before they, like, do anything else in life. I think that has a part of the reason that they're more stable with weapons. And just because we don't do that in the U.S., I don't know, have you thought about that before?
Yeah, I talked to a teacher about it, and he's a liberal, but he said that if we had a requirement that everyone at least serve a year in the military or learn and got trained about these weapons, that
probably wouldn't have this problem, right?
Yeah, and
that makes sense to me.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, definitely. Anything else you want to say? We can cut this part out.
I can cut this part out if you guys want. If you want to say anything else.
Talking.
Nothing?
I don't know what else to say.
What's the other thing you told me we were going to talk about?
We can just keep
in the text.
Let's just keep rolling in case we bring anything else up we can add in.
I can look at it real quick if you want.
But that is interesting, though, how, like...
I mean, if they were to pass a law to take away all of our firearms, well, not everyone's going to turn them in.
The people that will be passing laws are the people that never even shot one before. Never even held a firearm.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Half of them are going to be that way.
Yeah, well, Kamala Harris is a concealed weapon carrier.
Oh, she's
She is a hypocrite. She has a handgun on her at all times. And she wants to take other people's rights to bear arms. That is hypocritical. Instead, why doesn't she stand up about saying, okay, let's have good background checks and let's pass a law that might have to state that people have to go to a class to learn how to use a firearm. Okay, growing up, I went to a range and we always had an instructor that taught us gun safety, where we shoot, when to stop, and all of that stuff. So, I mean, the thing, it's like if they take away our guns, the criminals are not going to give up their weapons. They're going to fight back against the cops. And when I can't defend myself, they're going to break into my home and they're going to come kill me with those guns.
Yeah,
And
criminals will always have access to guns, right? I mean, because they don't obey the law.
I know.
So-
Criminals don't obey the law. Okay, this whole thing with legalized marijuana, okay, when it was illegal, people were still getting it. You're not going to stop it. Now it's, finally starting to become legal. It's the same kind of thing. People are going to get guns if they want.
Yeah, if you really want to get a gun, you could go out and get a gun. You
Yeah.
get somebody off the street, no trace, nobody knows about it, and all of a sudden you have this gun. You could go do whatever the heck you want, right?
Yep.
That's the mindset of a lot of people. So you're 100% right on that. I agree.
Ooh, scary guns.
Those wood ones are fine, but those metal ones over there, we gotta get rid of those.
We're often scared of things we don't know. So instead of banning them, why don't you get educated on them so you're not scared? It's
Yeah.
called doing some homework, stop being lazy.
Too many people are they're misinformed. They don't get enough education, and they just listen to what people tell them. And that's where we're going wrong. Is we're listening to the news and all this fake crap out there. It's a mess. It's honestly a mess.
CNN is fake news.
It's pretty much all fake news,
It's
honestly.
biased. They're paid by the far left, and they're only going to show what the far left wants you to believe. They hate critical thinkers like the average American.
Yeah, they just want to shut us up, right?
Yep.
So the Second Amendment, it states that a well-regulated militia being necessary for the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And I guess we're starting to see that our rights are slowly and surely being taken away by the people on the left. And I don't think it's right. I don't think they should be able to take this away from us. I know that they've been arguing to the Constitution can be changed. You can amend the Constitution and change it. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think
Yeah,
changing the Constitution, changing the Second Amendment?
I mean, yes, times change, but the same principles will last forever. If you don't abide to certain principles, you're going to repeat history. Okay? I mean, my rights, I should have a right to buy a firearm. Okay? It's in there and we need to follow it. But these far lefters, progressives, it's all about them. They want absolute control and absolute power. They don't care about the people. The hundreds of lives that have been lost in shootings, they really don't care about. They're going to appeal to your emotion so you'll vote for them.
Mm-hmm.
All they care about is getting votes. They don't
It's
really
a political
care.
game. That's all it is.
Yeah.
They just want to win, have power, money, fame, and everything comes with it.
I mean, and a lot of people say, oh, we need to prevent this thing from happening because these things take away my loved ones. And I know it's hard to lose someone. It's hard because you're not going to see them in a long time. A lot of Americans have lost the belief and faith in God. God exists, and there is an afterlife. Yes, we all lose someone we love, but we will see them again. We are eternal beings. That's an absolute truth. You might not believe that yourself, but if you pray, you can come to know. But that is an absolute truth. We exist forever.